fears that US President Trump was being hidden from public view as a result of severe ill health or even death have been quashed by the MAGA leader, with a post on his Truth Social platform saying "Never felt better in my life." Speculation began to build late last week after it appeared that the president did not have anything in his published schedule and had not been seen for days. After weeks of discourse about Trump's appearance and unexplained bruising on his hand, by the weekend, this speculation over his whereabouts had reached a fever pitch. In a bizarre moment during his supposed disappearance, the White House press pool, after overhearing the music of Les Miserables, Andrea Bocelli, and the Beatles blasting from the West Wing, were forced to ask if this was a sign that POTUS was alive and in the building. But on Saturday, this internet rumor mill was finally shut down after photographers captured President Trump leaving the residence in a motorcade with his grandchildren, heading out for a day of golf. However, this public showing sparked more concern from the public and comparisons to President Biden's often ill-looking appearance. But bombastic Trump finally spoke out on the rumors late on Sunday, saying, "Never felt better in my life. Also, DC is a crime-free zone." President DJT, in reference to his device-sized decision to federalize the Capitol's police force and send in the National Guard. A MAGA loyalist and commentator, Rogan O'Handley, who goes by DC Drano on the platform, was being quoted by Trump in his "Never Felt Better in My Life" post on Truth Social. In his original comment, O'Handley makes a series of unfounded remarks, including that former President Biden was wearing diapers and napping during his time in office. He also claimed that President Trump puts in more public work hours than any other POTUS in U.S. history, despite the MAGA strongman's record-breaking 378 days spent on golf courses in his first term alone, which was more than a quarter of his time in power. According to Forbes, in his current term, Trump has spent a third of his time on properties he owns, like his Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. O'Handley called the speculation about Trump's health a comical double standard when compared to his 82-year-old predecessor, who was forced to drop out of the 2024 presidential race after stumbling and rambling through the first televised debate. However, as with Biden, recent signs that President Trump could be in ill health have sparked rampant speculation on social media platforms, with a large dark bruise appearing on his hand in recent weeks. After the bruise raised questions about the president's health following a public meeting with the leader of South Korea, it was later pictured covered by a thick concealer. Trump was recently diagnosed with a condition called chronic venous insufficiency, CVI, which affects the veins and causes impaired blood flow to the heart. CVI is not considered fatal, but can be painful and impair daily function. However, some health experts have warned that this condition, if deteriorating, can badly affect a person's legs and lead to amputation.